It's been 1 month since these attacks shook the nation. Walk us through what has been your experience as a Muslim living in the country and those around you in what we've seen recently.
Well, I think there is two kind of experience, of course. When you are motivated and you want to do something in the public life, then you have another vision because you're more into interfaith. For example, Ahmadiyya Muslim community, after this Paris attack, went to a church and prayed with Christians for the victims of Paris. And if you are not active in public life and you're living your life randomly here in Paris, of course, a few days after the attack, some people were facing weird looks and they were thinking that what is happening is we are not concerned by this, you know. So basically, there is two ways of looking at this. There is the first way, which is Islamophobia increase a little bit, but the second way of looking at this is that Muslim community should be active in the public debate and should fight this Islamophobia through the proper way, which is through public speaking, for example, or through social actions. And for example, this gathering is something good, but this gathering should not be the only thing that Muslims are doing. They should after come into the social life and do more event. Again, for example, because I'm talking here for Ahmadiyya Muslim community, we'll launch some videos and some trend, which is Touche pas mon Islam, don't touch to my Islam, and which is a series of video who are being made by two friends of mine, Wajahat Chaudhry and Fatih Kadiri. And these videos shows that there is one question, what is jihad, for example, and there is replies from Islamic communities. So I think these type of initiatives should be more put on the table and should be shown to all French people in order to fight against Islamophobia.
Did you already feel that more needed to be in the public domain, if you will, to speak out against radicalization prior to these attacks? Of course, this has been an ongoing issue, radicalization within the Muslim community. So are you saying that not enough has been done in the past and it's suddenly been jolted to, or things have slowly been coming to the forefront?
I mean, Muslims were really involved into the public debate, but because there is these attacks and because there were further Charlie Hebdo attack before, sorry, it was Charlie Hebdo attack. So we need now, because these people show that they are part from Muslim community, which they are not, of course. They are not representing the true Islam. That's for sure. All Muslims, I keep repeating this. But we need to show more as well.
Exactly. Is it enough to simply say these people do not represent Islam?
I think normally should be enough. Normally should be enough because people might be aware about what Islam is, you know. But we need to struggle more against this because I think, this is my perspective, that French people still make the confusion in between, you know, these groups which are non-affiliated to Islam and Islam. So,
but is there a confusion now? Of course, we've got the same thing we're seeing in the United States, this following the shootings in California. You're saying that perhaps there's a misunderstanding going on. Of course, these are people, we are all living in the same countries. How can we increase dialogue and make sure that there's less of a misunderstanding moving forward?
Well, I think one, it's social implications. Of course, you need to go to talk to your friend, to your neighbor. For example, Ahmadiyya Muslim community launched this Meet a Muslim Family. So we invited people to our home to tell them, to talk to them. We need to talk with each other. So interfaith actions, people who are talking to each other, or for example, a conference on the Quran. We will do the next coming week a conference on the Holy Quran, which will explain if the Holy Quran is a violent book or not. So this kind of initiative needs to be come in the public debate in order to show another message and the truthful message of Islam.
All right. Well, thank you very much for coming in, Asif Arif, with your perspective on this. We do appreciate it.
Thank you.